Have you ever noticed how your grandmother always had a remedy for everything? A special tea for a sore throat, a particular soup when you felt sick, or maybe honey for that stubborn cough. Turns out grandmothers around the world might be onto something bigger than we thought. For example, ancient Greek physician Hippocrates famously said, "Let food be your medicine and medicine be your food." And today, researchers estimate that over 80% of the world's population still relies on plant-based remedies for their primary healthcare needs. Every culture around the world has discovered foods that heal. But here's what's the most fascinating part. While a tomato might be considered just a vegetable in one country, it could be a wholly healing ingredient in another. So today we're exploring how different cultures around the world have transformed ordinary ingredients into extraordinary medicine, and discovering that sometimes the best pharmacy is right in our kitchens. In Ukrainian culture, food and healing have been inseparable for centuries. When I was growing up, my grandmother's kitchen was basically a pharmacy. She had the remedy for everything, and they actually worked. Take garlic, for example. Ukrainians have used garlic and onions primarily against the common cold, but also for chest congestion, headaches, and even toothaches. My grandma would make me eat raw garlic with honey when I was sick. Not pleasant, but incredibly effective. Then there is our beloved borscht. Yes, the deep fried beetroot soup. Beets were widely used for medicine purposes along with cabbage, potatoes, and carrots. Ukrainians believe that borscht cleanses the blood and boosts immunity. And honestly, when you're feeling weak or tired, a hot bowl of borscht with salo really does bring you back to life. Continuing with potato, Ukrainians have long used grated raw potatoes as compresses for injuries, swellings, burns, and pains. One more example. When you have a cough or fever, you boil potatoes, put your head over the pot with towel, and breathe the steam. This tradition is widespread across Eastern Europe, passed down for generations. It sounds simple, but that warm potato steam really does help clear your chest and nose. What's beautiful about Ukrainian folk medicine is that it passed down through generations of grandmas, keeping our culture alive while keeping us healthy.
In Trinidad and Tobago, the connection between food and medicine is more than cultural. It's a way of life. Grandma always had a remedy for everything, passed down from generations and generations before her. Whether it was a steaming cup of bush tea when I was sick, or a special meal made with care, generations before her had passed down knowledge of healing through natural remedies and herbs, blending African, East Indian, indigenous, and European traditions. Bush teas are one of the most common forms of food-based medicine in Trinidad and Tobago. Herbs such as fever grass, ceiba peak, guava leaves, papaya leaves are steeped and drunk to treat fever, stomach pain, high blood pressure, colds, and insomnia. And these teas are often bitter but very effective. Beyond teas, many everyday ingredients in Trinbagonian cooking have medicinal purposes. Turmeric and ginger, which come from the East Indian heritage, are used to reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and fight the common cold. Coconut water is often given to persons suffering from dehydration or vomiting, and this is due to its natural electrolytes within coconut water. Just like Grandma always knew, sometimes the best medicine isn't found in a bottle, but in a cup of tea or a home cooked meal.
Many Chinese foods have a medicinal background rooted in traditional Chinese medicine or TCM, which emphasizes the healing properties of ingredients. Some notable examples are herbal soups like ginseng chicken soup, tonic foods like black sesame, desserts like snow fungus soup, and medicinal teas like chrysanthemum tea. I'd like to focus on one dessert that holds much meaning to me and has had a long history in medicinal use: bird's nest soup. Bird's nest soup is highly valued in Chinese culture for its beauty and longevity benefits, such as skin health or anti-aging, strengthening of the respiratory system, digestion improvement, and boosted immunity. Its main ingredient, bird saliva, comes from small birds called swiftlets, which are found in Southeast Asia. These birds create nests from strands of their own gummy saliva, which hardens when it's exposed to air. Nest collectors then go to collect these nests for selling as the primary ingredient in bird's nest soup. I know that it sounds gross when you think that you're basically eating a bird's saliva, but I can promise you it tastes way better than you think. What gives the soup an actual sweet or savory taste are the things you add to it. I personally love a sweet bird's nest soup, particularly the one my grandma makes. She'll usually put goji berries or wolfberries, rock sugar, dates, and my favorite, slices of peaches. My grandma makes this all the time after dinner whenever I go to visit her in Hong Kong, and in my opinion, no other dessert can match how good it is.
Around the world, from Ukrainian kitchens filled with the use of borscht and garlic to Trinidadian homes where bush tea and coconut water is used to cure the sick, grandmothers have always been our special doctors. Their knowledge passed down from generation to generation proves that food can be more than something to eat, but can be also used as a medicine, as a way of life. As these traditions slowly dwindle, we are reminded that healing often starts at home with simple ingredients such as potato, onions, garlic, herbs, turmeric, and ginger, because sometimes the most powerful remedies aren't found in pharmacies or hospitals, but right in our grandmother's kitchen.